City volunteers in Vietnam provide scholarships to impoverished students to help them pursue an education. Malaysia City volunteers help a nursing home resume operation after a senior was diagnosed with COVID-19. Welcome to the Headlines. I'm Sibu Su. Thank you for joining us. City volunteers in Vietnam provided scholarships to impoverished students to encourage them to face difficulties and walk steadily on the study path.
Tzu Chi has been providing scholarships to students from impoverished families in Seoul the city for 12 consecutive years. Under the pandemic, this subsidy has become even more valuable.
Seeing the children from these difficult families, I thought of myself. When I was young, my parents did not have enough money for us to go to school, so we could only rely on our teachers or friends' help so as to get a subsidy from a charity organization. But now we can contribute ourselves. I feel satisfied and blessed.
Children brought back the filled bamboo coin bank to reciprocate volunteers' love.
I want to make donation to bamboo coin bank so that more people can get help. Now I join the rank of cooking for the homeless. In the future, I want to help more people by donating to bamboo coin bank.
This loving care was also sent to Yangminzhou district in Silin province. 2 years ago, Tzu Chi started doing charity work in this province. This is the second time for Tzu Chi to provide scholarships to the students in need, and the children have also taken the initiative to take bamboo coin bank home.
I want to help the people who have suffered flooding in the central provinces. In every rainy season, they will suffer from flooding and become homeless.
In addition to the scholarships, there is also volunteers' love to support the children so that they can walk on the study path steadily.
The Dajiamazu procession arrives at Fengtian Temple in Xingang. City volunteers and medical workers are participating, setting up a recycling station to persuade participants to sort paper cups and bowls.
One by one, people are persuaded to recycle and sort the tableware. This year's Dajiamazu procession will arrive at the Fengtian Temple in Xingang. The Tzu Chi people have mobilized and set up a designated spot early in the morning.
We have been cooperating with Xingang Fengtian Temple for many years. Every time we set up a medical station here, brothers and sisters from Tzu Chi will also come here to promote recycling and other activities helping the earth.
After participating in the clinic for several years now, plastic surgeon Lin Zhongqiao, as soon as he saw people sitting down, was very efficient in helping to clean the blisters on their feet.
It is very helpful. If this is not dealt with and you want to continue walking, it will be very hard and painful. If we do this kind of procedure, we can continue moving forward.
Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital can help the pilgrims on their procession if they experience some physical discomfort. We can help solve the physical discomfort, and it is a good cause.
Tzu Chi has been active in this popular religious event, taking actions to promote the concept of vegetarianism, reducing plastic, loving the earth, and providing medical assistance to those in need.
In Taiwan, during the Dajiamazu pilgrimage, the procession reached Xingang in Jiayi. City volunteers have been invited by Fengtian Temple to help out. They prepared delicious vegetarian rice balls for the followers. They've started to wash and chop the vegetables since early morning. More than 20 Tzu Chi sisters are happy to help prepare more than 4,000 vegetarian rice balls.
As everyone adopts a vegetarian diet, we hope we can get through the pandemic safely.
With good affinities that have continued for more than 20 years, Xingang Fengtian Temple invites city volunteers to come help out during Dajiamazu pilgrimage every year.
Tzu Chi volunteers will bring safety everywhere because embracing vegetarianism is good for everyone. Of course, Tzu Chi volunteers help protect our environment.
As city volunteers promote vegetarianism, they've earned the support of the followers and many other charity organizations.
We hope that more people will embrace vegetarianism, so we prepare vegetarian food during the journey. This is also the most important thing that Mazu wants us to carry out.
During the 2-day Dajiamazu's pilgrimage stay in Xingang, everyone adopts a vegetarian diet with sincerity, praying for safety and auspiciousness. In Kaohsiung, a charitable event was held to promote vegetarianism. A hospitality management department was also invited to make vegetarian dishes.
Mashed potato to make it a bit fresher, then add a little salad dressing.
5 kinds of vegetables with different colors are being wrapped in hand rolls, which are the kids' favorite. Mom, please don't take it away. I still want to eat.
It's bamboo shoot. It's very delicious. I like it. It tastes really good. Although there is no meat, I want to eat.
What the kids like to eat is all vegetarian food, and once they get used to it, they can still get all-round nutrition.
The healthier diets are all vegetarian-oriented, like pumpkin, beetroot, white fungus with polysaccharides, and soybeans use some natural ingredients to produce sweet flavor. Now, consuming vegetarian food is starting throughout the world.
The famous main chef came here to demonstrate cooking. However, everyone didn't pay attention to his lecture but focused on the dishes at the side that we made in advance. We want to break people's traditional concept, make them realize that vegetarian food is really delicious.
This charitable event connects different parties with vegetarian food, which suits taste of the whole family.
The best snack to create their memory. Keep it up.
Making vegetarian food as snacks so that it becomes kids' childhood memories.
Global warming is due to excessive waste of resources and excessive animal slaughter. Let's change it bit by bit, because this is not a legal provision. The one with the cleanest heart lives a better life. Let's go in this direction and work hard together.
Reducing meat consumption is actually an improvement.
The only cure for COVID-19 is to adopt a vegetarian diet.
Leaders from industries and businesses, together with educators, have instilled the concept of vegetarianism into families, schools, and social groups, calling for everyone to embrace a healthy vegetarian diet.
YouTubers an industry that young people yearn for, and it also leads many popular topics. Among them, more YouTubers try to promote vegetarianism, hoping to help those who want to go meatless.
Christine Wong TV, parent vegetarian mama, try Vego and go vegan. These YouTubers who promote vegetarianism have more than 150,000 subscribers. In addition, some internet celebrities have begun to go vegetarian.
每一天的早上的身体超轻到不行，比较习惯饿的感觉。那如果大家问我说以后还要吃素食吗？我的答案是会。
我的排便变得超级顺畅。
Going vegetarian allows us to take in more dietary fiber, which makes our bowel movements smoother. Besides, there are 2 major factors that make our intestine move faster and excrements smell lighter.
Meat dishes are all high-fat foods. Basically, the more fat the food contains, the slower it will be digested in our stomach, which will easily lead to constipation. Also, meat has more urinary toxins. The richer the urinary toxins, the higher the amount of ammonia, and hence the excrement will be more odorous. On the other hand, vegetarian diet has lesser toxins.
只是会很饿，很饿这个事情真的会让我很低落。
At the same time, it is also mentioned in the video that it is easier to become hungry, tired, etc. after eating a vegetarian diet. In fact, the problem lies in the choice of food.
The amount of food is too small and the variety is too little, so making people get hungry easily. People may also take in refined starch accidentally, causing blood sugar to rise. Once insulin is secreted, people will feel hungry again. In addition, people may not consume enough protein. All these reasons adding together will make people feel hungry and doesn't feel contented.
For the people who want to join a vegetarian diet, nutritionists suggest that it can be done step by step or under professional guidance.
There's the happy home for the elderly in Butterworth, Malaysia. A confirmed case of COVID-19 has been reported this year, which has affected the operation of the place. After learning the news, Tzu Chi volunteers take care of the nursing home, help prepare 4 meals a day, find professional laundry services, and donate epidemic prevention materials.
Starting the stove in the kitchen are special volunteers for the happy home for the elderly.
因为他们一天 because they need 4 meals a day. We have to cook for them because they cannot go out and buy food or groceries at all.
买食物。
然后第二样东西呢，就是 laundry， 他也马上找到了，就是专业处理hospital 的衣物，还有就是 COVID-19 的。
And the second thing is the laundry service. They found a professional company to deal with hospital clothing immediately and also a laundry shop for COVID-19 clothes. So when these two things are resolved, I feel that my heart is really settled down.
They really lack daily necessities, including some anti-epidemic supplies. So today, Tzu Chi arranged some anti-epidemic supplies, including masks, protective clothing, hand sanitizers, and some herbal drinks for them.
Thanks to Tzu Chi's loving input, the difficulty experienced by this nursing home has passed and normal operations have resumed.
Tzu Chi's home improvement project has reached Penghu to help solitary seniors. The project helps install safety measures in the homes to prevent falls.
Unable to bear the 80-year-old Mr. Chen, who uses a cane to help him walk, having to carry buckets of hot water in order to take a shower, Tzu Chi volunteers are here to help.
He doesn't have a water heater, and to take a hot shower, he must boil water and bring it outside to the shower. We couldn't bear to see him do this in his condition, so we're installing a water heater for him and also installing a safety bar for preventative measures.
Tzu Chi's home beautification project is now in Penghu to help the elderly solve their worries.
My daughter has also reminded me when I wake up at night to use the restroom, but I should pause a few minutes to orient myself. If I fall, then no one will know since I live alone. There will be no one to help me.
Where there is a need, the volunteers will go. No distance is too far when there is heart involved.
70-year-old Mr. Wu has been living in the Taichung Tzu Chi nursing home after he suffered a stroke. After 3 months of acute post-care, his recovery is good. Before he returned home, the nursing home staff and Tzu Chi volunteers organized his home environment and installed handrails.
Everyone worked together to move the miscellaneous items out of the house. Here is Mr. Wu's home. Mr. Wu received post-acute care at Taichung Tzu Chi nursing home because he suffered stroke.
After 3 months of rehabilitation, he's actually reached the point of returning home. We help him reorganize the environment so that he can live more safely.
Before Mr. Wu returned home, the nursing home staff took Mr. Wu home to experience the future life.
There may be some risk of falling. We helped him install some handrails. We also hope that he can live at home with peace of mind through these installations when he returns home.
Tzu Chi volunteers also mobilized to help.
The master said that charity and medical care should be combined. We work together to benefit all beings.
Mr. Wu's daughter also rushed back to Taichung from Taipei and felt touched.
I have to deal with everything in the family alone, which is very stressful. So when I got this help, I was really touched.
It's also a big blessing in faith. So there is such a good team to help him deal with it.
The combination of the medical treatment and charity relieved the patient's suffering and gave the family the greatest spiritual support.
The Tzu Chi Foundation and the new Taipei City government jointly promoted long-term care services for seniors. They established the 51st public daycare center in Sanchong Jinsihao.
Pulling down the red strips, Tzu Chi's Sanchong Daycare Center was officially opened.
Our Sanchong grounds is quite similar to a community college where the elderly or children can learn and grow here.
The reason why the vice president of Tzu Chi Foundation said so is that this daycare center not only admits senior citizens, but also some young people who have suffered brain injuries and undergoing rehabilitation, just like Lin Bo-jun, who is doing recycling at the Tzu Chi recycling station as rehabilitation. his grandma has witnessed his improvement.
He hurt his brain in a car accident and has undergone brain surgery 3 or 4 times. Before, he could not even walk, but after doing recycling at Tzu Chi, he has improved a lot. Now he can play drums or walk on his own.
He, who is 30, hurt his brain in a car accident 10 years ago, and his IQ degraded to the level of a 5-year-old child. 5 years ago, he started to do recycling at the Tzu Chi recycling station. Apart from teaching him how to resort recyclables, volunteers also accompanied him like their family members. And now his condition is quite different.
I'm very happy because I can perform to everyone.
I'm very touched, almost moved to tears. My grandson is so great.
The daycare center is equipped with sports equipment for senior citizens. In the future, it will combine with recycling stations and community college courses to promote learning in the young and senior citizens.
If a senior at home has any issues, the whole family would be very messy. The working children need to take care of the senior as well, so they can't go to work. This daycare center is very good, really very good to these families.
With comprehensive sports equipment and diverse humanities courses, together with the warm companionship of Tzu Chi volunteers, it is definitely a good place for the senior citizens to go in the community.
In Taiwan, 80-year-old Grandma Wu Meiyu is blind in her left eye, but she still volunteers at the school. Kaohsiung Jiachang Elementary School awarded her Lifetime Service Achievement Award.
80-year-old Wu Meiyu practiced recycling with elementary school students and was also responsible for street sweeping outside the school.
有工作做哈，心里很舒服。
I feel comfortable in my heart when I have a job, and I feel that I am not a person waiting to eat.
She is already 80 years old. She is a volunteer at school and also helps us sweep the floor. She has poor eyesight. I think she is very great.
For 11 years, Grandma Meiyu has worked as a volunteer on campus to help, but her eyes can hardly see.
My left eye was injured because the firewood sprayed and hurt my eye. Only my right eye can see, but due to macular degeneration, the vision of my right eye is 0.02 now.
Because of eye injuries and the death of her husband, Grandma Meiyu kept herself at home for 10 years until she met Tzu Chi volunteers.
Because she is gradually unable to see, we hope that through her inspiration, all children can learn that life can serve life, and that she devoted her life to what she has learned.
She said that at such an old age, it was a pity that she hadn't done it for the past 10 years. She also saw that I was doing a good job as a medical volunteer, so she had to seize the opportunity to serve.
Although she cannot see with her eyes, she used her hearing and heart to feel, seize every moment to serve and passing a meaningful life.
Currently, the most popular fruit in Taiwan is pineapple. The golden diamond pineapple is the most popular. The reason is that there are not many pests afflicting this particular pineapple.
These pineapples, after being harvested, are ready to be transported to the warehouse for packaging. Farmers hope it will command a good price. The whole truck is full of Tainong number 17 golden diamond pineapple.
The advantage of this pineapple is that it is low acid. Everyone wants to plant this golden diamond pineapple because it's good to cultivate and manage.
In March and April, its quality is so good in the southern region that no other fruit that can compete with it. So its price is good, and if the price is good, farmers will grow more of it.
It is not the sweetest pineapple, but it is sweet enough to let fruit growers have confidence that it can appeal to consumers. The present market share of golden diamond pineapple being some 90% of the market. Speaking of pineapples, is an important economic fruit in Taiwan with an annual harvest area of about 10,000 hectares. The pineapples pop up one by one as this plant has been cultivated in Taiwan for more than 400 years. It's called Wang Lai in Taiwanese, which means a very pleasant fruit. In terms of output value and production and sales, they are the king of fruit export sales. The origin of the pineapple is in Central and Southern America as a tropical fruit. If temperatures lower than 14 degrees Celsius, it will stop growing and even get frostbite. It also has to pass the damp and cold test of Taiwan winters. Therefore, Taiwan pineapples are mostly produced south of the Tropic of Cancer, and the government has helped to lead hybrid breeding and cultivation management. The Tzu Chi Agricultural Research Institute has a century of history. It is the government unit that has bred the most pineapple varieties in Taiwan. Wearing jeans and traveling through the thorny pineapple field, Guan Qingsan, an associate researcher of fruit trees at the Tzu Chi Agricultural Research Institute. He's an expert on pineapple variety improvement, and many seek him out for pineapple-related issues.
After the Japanese arrived in Taiwan, they discovered that Taiwan is a place suitable for growing pineapples. Then they also made some canned food to give to the Emperor of Japan, and found that the response was not bad. So they started the canned pineapple industry.
Processing pineapples into canned food once made a lot of foreign exchange for Taiwan, so farmers began to cultivate pineapples on a large scale. In 1972, Taiwan's planting area reached more than 16,000 hectares, but in 1985, in just 13 years, it had dropped by 70%. The reason was that pineapple factories began to move to Southeast Asia. This process of industrial transformation also prompted Taiwan to accelerate the research and development of pineapple varieties. Moving towards fresh food for domestic sale, Taiwan pineapples have the highest variety in the world. There are as many as 23 officially named varieties with different flavors, sweet and sour ratios, and fiber thickness. As for how to choose pineapples, this is another matter.
This is the sound of a Gusheng pineapple, and this is the sound of a Rosheng pineapple. There is a big difference between the two sounds. The one with the empty sound is a Gusheng pineapple, whereas the one sounds relatively low is a Rosheng pineapple. For the Gusheng pineapple, the flesh is whiter and smoother, while the Rosheng pineapple has more juice, and the flesh is yellower and thicker fiber.
It's easy to cultivate the Rosheng pineapple in larger plants and in rainy seasons. Because of the high water content, they're resistant to storage. Therefore, the Gusheng pineapple is usually the main product for export. Before shipment, fruit farmers are used to tapping pineapples with rubber rods to judge fruit quality. If you choose the right pineapple, you'll be able to taste the sweetness. However, bigger pineapples may not be the best.
If it is stimulated by growth hormone, the pineapple fiber will become thicker. In order to become larger, the water content must be saturated so that the pineapple will expand. Therefore, the fiber will become larger. When the fiber is thick, it will hurt our tongue.
The tingling sensation in the mouth makes many people become sensitive to pineapples. Experts provide several ways to stop you from rejecting this kind of fruit. You can still eat pineapples on the basis of nutrition.
I sprinkle some plum powder as it makes pineapple a bit salty. In principle, using a bit of salt as an ingredient will help alleviate this type of irritation.
The contents can help with digest because there is a group of protein decomposing enzymes working together to have the effect of helping digestion. This is very good, and secondly, following studies have found that it can reduce some inflammation.
No matter how delicious the pineapple is, it can't be overdone, as one can soon be as plump as a pineapple. The pineapple looks fierce on the outside and the plant still has thorns, but it melts away many consumers with a sweet heart.
In the aftermath of the train accident in Taiwan, seniors at long-term care station in Hualien initiated a fundraiser to pray for the world. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.